All right, friends, let us begin our meditation. And today I'm going to play Patrice's music, Patrice's flute music, wherein there is some Patrice sings in between, which is very very divine. So just enjoy it, friends, and let us all take a very comfortable posture by crossing our hands, crossing our legs, closing our eyes, becoming aware of our breath, aware of our natural, normal, soft, simple, tender, tranquil breath. In the practice of meditation, we become aware of our breath. In the rest of the day, this awareness will be helping us to be more mindful of what we're doing. Let us all become mindful of our breath in meditation, friends. Let us fill our mind with the breath so that there won't be any space for the thoughts. The more you are with the breath, so thoughts cease to exist. Our breath is very simple. Let us all be with our breath. Let us follow the simplicity to reach to ourselves. Just the breath, friends.
Shiva, Om Shiva, 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 Om Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva.
Last 1 minute, friends. Slowly bring back your awareness to your physical body and to your surroundings. Last 20 seconds. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your both hands over your eyes, and whenever you're ready, you may remove your hands and slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, friends. I hope you all had a peaceful meditation. And if you have some water next to you, please have some water. There were so many variations in the music. We just did an experiment, and yeah, so I hope you all have enjoyed it. So, friends, today we have entered into day 20 of breath and meditation sessions. Today's topic is about awareness, which is given by this master called Piyadassi. So, before we go into the topic, I would like to read a little bit about this master. Piyadassi Mahatirtha was born on 1914 and who vacated his body in 1998 is best known as a great preacher of the Dhamma. He was born on 8th July 1914 at Kotahena in Colombo, Sri Lanka. At the age of 20, he entered the Buddhist order and mastered the religion and philosophy of Buddhism under the erudite scholar monk Venerable Bilin Siri Vajiragnana Nayaka Tira, founder of Vajirama Pambalapitya. Venerable Mahatirtha Piyadasi was one of the world's most eminent Buddhist monks, having traveled widely carrying the message of the Buddha Dhamma, both to the east and to the west. He was able to write in a style that has universal appeal. So this is about this master, friends, this monk. And now coming to the breath awareness. Start your meditation on mindfulness of in and out breathing, which is anapanasati. Your breathing should be very natural and effortless. Breathe calmly. There should not be any effort to control the breath. Merely allow the breath to ebb and flow freely in its own natural rhythm under the light of full awareness. The meditator breathes in and breathes out mindfully with full awareness. He is mindful of the breath and not of himself. His own one and only aim is to focus the mind on the breath to the exclusion of all other thoughts and to fix the mind there. When you practice mindfulness on in breathing and out breathing, fix your attention at the point where the moving air strokes the nostrils or the upper lip. Note your breath as it goes in and out, but do not follow the breath into your lungs or out into the air. There should not be any holding or stopping of your breath. It should be quite natural without any effort or force on your part. Keep your focus at the nose breath. Whenever your mind wanders to other thoughts, be aware of them. Bring your attention back to the natural rhythm of your breathing. Observe the thoughts in a calm, detached way. Mindfulness means observing whatever happens inside oneself, whatever one does, not judging it, it as good or bad, but just watching with naked awareness. The breath and you are not two things, only a process, a mere rise and fall of the breath, like the waves of the sea. In the highest sense, there is meditation. As you proceed developing this mindfulness by degrees, your mind will get fully concentrated on the breath. You will notice that there is only a breath and the mind noticing it and nothing behind it, no self or any permanent ego entity or anything of the nature. So, this is about the breath awareness, friends, that we have been practicing for many years or many months or many days, becoming mindful of our breath. So, this is what this master has been sharing in a very simple words. And yeah, and before we go into the experience sharing part, I would like to share a small video of Patriji, as we thought, like to find these masters videos are we are we're not able to find it. So that's why we thought related to the topic we will get Patriji's messages. So I found one video wherein Patriji speaks about um, breath is a kriya. So we will listen to that, friends. A small video. I'm sorry, friends. I just noticed that there was no sound. Just please forgive me. We will play it once again. Yeah, once again. Okay.
See, there are two things: karma yoga and kriya yoga. Karma is whatever you do with your own volition. Kriya is something that is happening without your volition. See, you raise your hand like this, raise now, and bring it down. Who is doing it? You are doing it. That is called karma. Okay. Now, when you are talking to me like this, who is doing the breathing? Are you doing the breathing? The body is doing the breathing. You are involved in putting a question to me, and you are involved in listening to the answer from me. During that period, the breathing is happening by the body. That is called a kriya. Kriya is happening. Now, anapanasati is kriya yoga, not karma yoga. When you are breathing, that is karma yoga. You are doing something. So, in anapanasati is not karma yoga, it is kriya yoga. You are observing the kriya that is happening by itself. Understand? Ayya, Baba, Kriya Yoga is what you are supposed to do. Not, you are not to do here any Karma Yoga with the breathing. Karma Yoga with your karmas in your day-to-day world, not with your breathing. Understand?
Yes, friends. Thank you so much. Yeah. Friends, if there is anybody who wants to share anything, you can just go ahead and unmute yourself. It is very, very simple practice, right? So just being aware of the breath, as Master Piyadassi and as Patriji, as many masters says, just become aware of your natural breath. No complications. It is as simple as that. Yes, Indraji.
Madhuji, thank you very much for this presentation. One of the problems I experience is when my mind drifts me away when I'm meditating and I try to get back to my breath, I always find that my breathing is getting heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe unavoidably also, I'm taking control of my breathing. I'm not able to observe my breath
Mm-hmm.
naturally and let it happen naturally.
Okay.
I like to get hold of this book which you read just now. Uh,
Okay.
can can you please
This
give me the name of
the
the
book.
author? Yeah,
Yes, the name of the author is Piyadassi, Piyadassi, and
yeah.
the book's name is The Spectrum of Buddhism.
Spectrum of Buddhism. Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Motherji. Thank you.
Thank you, Indraji. Yes, the question that you have asked about we becoming more concentrating on the breath, being heavy sometimes. What happens in meditation, Indraji, is that initially our breath is, very deep and it is going to the stomach and it is coming out, like out. And slowly, when we are more focused, when we go deep into meditation, our breath becomes shorter, and at
Mm,
that time our thoughts doesn't exist and everything, it's completely blank, everything is blank. At that time, like if suddenly you have a thought and like you feel some jerk in the body, again you bring yourself back to the breath, and that time your breath becomes very heavy, because all this while you were in the relaxed state and suddenly something happens, you come back, so that makes the breath heavy. I don't know if that is what you're experiencing. If that is, then it is very normal. Otherwise, if you're saying that it is hard for you to concentrate on the natural flow of the breath, I request you to put your finger under your nose and just follow the rhythm of the breath. Just put a pointing finger under your nose and you can just feel the breath, how it is going in and how it is coming out. That is the area where we have to focus. It is not, we should not see, like where it is reaching and how long it is reaching, how short it is there. No, we are not supposed to do that. We just have to feel the breath just under our nostrils and then follow that rhythm. That's it. That is what we have to become aware of. Yeah. And initially you can put your finger and practice this, and once you catch the rhythm, you just put down your finger and then you can close your eyes and follow the rhythm.
Thank you very much, Madhuji. That explanation you gave is really very helpful, and that is exactly what is happening to me when my mind sort of drifts and tries to take me away from my meditation. I start observing my breath, and I think and the breathing is getting heavier, and then that is disturbing me, and I'm getting more and more involved into it. As you said, I said, just let it happen. I'll try what you said, and I think it will
Yes.
definitely help me. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Madhuji, for this. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Indraji. Friends, I just want to let you also know that just observe your breathing pattern when you have too many thoughts. So when you have too many thoughts, what we do is we breathe a lot. We need so much of air. We need so much of prana so that we can handle those thoughts. That's why when we practice meditation, all the thoughts disappear when we focus on the breath. So that helps us to be more more aware. So in the day as well, notice whatever you are doing, just do that. And like don't think too much about other thing. That's why it's very easy if we focus on only one thing, and our breath is very simpler and very beautiful. It's just flowing without any too much pressure or something. So if we are panicked, we are just breathing heavily. If we are in love, or if we are just enjoying, if we are just happy, our breath is so lighter. So the when we focus only on one thing, becoming mindful on only one thing, then our breath is very normal, like the baby breathes. So we have to practice becoming mindful of what we are doing in the day, only one act at a time, and also mindful of our breathing while in meditation. Yeah, thank you so much, Indraji,
Oh,
for
thanks a lot.
sharing this.
Oh, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really helpful, Madhuji. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Vindhyaji.
Thank you, Madhuji. I've been practicing for a few months, and I have this question. Yeah, initially it was like I could feel like I'm breathing, but then slowly knew I was not breathing. But the same question like Indraji had, my breath was becoming heavy, and I knew I was not breathing, but it was still heavy. And I was doing under Chandra Pulamaricetti's
Mm-hmm.
guidance, and he was saying to focus in the third eye area. And so my head was getting heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I spoke to another friend who's been meditating for a while, she said that's because all the energy, is getting concentrated there. So she said, follow the in Vipassana, this is the first step, and then they follow it more, send the energy to all parts of your body. And so I started doing that, and then I started feeling my head was much better and I could do for longer time. So I don't know, I heard you saying not to follow the breath. So that was one question I had about if I'm doing it right or
I mean, what we have to do is, Vindhyaji, that we have to just only follow the breath. As I told, when we go deeper into meditation, our breath doesn't exist. Like we feel it is not there. Sometimes, it happens very, very subtly. Our breath
subtle. Yeah.
very subtly it happens. and then something, as I told, something happens, like if suddenly, if we experience some pain of, or if something, any sound that happens in the surrounding, we just come back. When we come back, our breath becomes very heavier, because we were in that state, in a very deep state where our breath is very subtle, and suddenly if something happens, our breath becomes heavier. So I don't know if that is what you are
It could be
experiencing.
because I do get jerks many, I mean, and it's very quick kind of. I mean, maybe
Mhm.
I'm still not there to go in long enough. So maybe those short intervals. Um, Again, the other thing I was mentioning is before I did meditation and all, my breath, I was never conscious of it, right? Most of
Mhm.
us are not even conscious that we breathe because it's something that happens. But when I started meditating, I started realizing like I can follow my breath. I can feel it in the beginning. I couldn't even feel my heart or even the breath going down. So I felt maybe all those energy blocks were removed and I can feel the breath. And I was thinking that was
Yes,
making me feel better. So
yes.
now again, to go back to that subtleness of where I like, the breath hardly exists. Like maybe with this is more consciously that to do it. I don't know.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
just contemplating.
Yes, it is just with practice, with regular practice. I'm sure you're doing that. With time, we will, the thoughts will reduce, or the thoughts doesn't exist. And the moment you sit in meditation, you are there in that space. And this is why we recommend that you have very initially to have a place wherein you have no disturbances, you are very comfortable, so that you will stay in that state for a longer period of time. Yeah, so and the breath does its magic, like, and we all know what breath does, like, how magical it is. So we have to just focus on the breath, and breath does its job. Wherever there are blockages, we don't have to direct our breath to certain region or direct our energy to certain region, because sometimes I feel that it is an interference as well, because the energy knows where exactly it has to go. Because
Oh,
like suppose if I have a knee pain, or and I have a back pain, and then
mhm,
I direct my energy to my knee pain, but maybe there must be but my energy should go to the back pain which I have, because that is what is more important, and I'm not seeing it, but the energy knows where it has to go, and it goes there and it lands there. Suppose if I have an emotional blockage, the emotional blockage has to get cleansed before my physical blockage.
mhm,
So we should not direct our energy to certain regions, or like, we just have to be there, and let the breath does its part, like, all these things naturally happens. The healing naturally happens. All the chakras open naturally. We don't have to put too much energy into, oh, I have to open my heart chakra, or I have to, no, we don't have to do all those things. Let the energy does the work, and the energy knows much greater.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
like
my
the way you
understanding.
put it. Yeah, I like the way you put it about thoughts too. How, like, the more thoughts we have, the more we breathe, and the less. And obviously, the breath and our emotions are related so much. When we are angry, we notice if we focus on it, how we breathe. So, yeah, there's so much to learn from breath.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And I remember Osho telling this example. Like, if we have too much thoughts and if we have too much pain, just imagine yourself as a fish
Hmm.
who is put out of ocean. What
Hmm.
does that fish do? The hankering and the breathing, you can see the breath of the fish, like, it's so heavy, like, it wants to go back into the water, that is where it belongs to.
Hmm.
Like, that is what, like, our thoughts are, what is creating a havoc, and our breath is helping. It's helping, like, it's helping us all through our life, like, but we are not acknowledging that breath. We are not being there with the breath. We are not accepting the breath. We are just finding some other things to pacify us, but just become aware of the breath, and then everything will be calmer, and everything will be resolved. And this is what Patriji says. No, he has tried a number of meditation techniques, and he said this is the simplest. And why we have to complicate? Just be aware of the breath in the day. Also, if we have any thoughts or if any situation is happening in our life, and we are not able to come out of it, your breath is at your support. It is like a friend patting your back. Hey, don't worry, just breathe, just breathe, just breathe.
To friend, teacher, whatever you say
Yes.
it, right?
So,
Exactly.
and it is always there, our friends will leave us, our families will leave us, but the breath is always there. The breath is accompanying us right from our birth, and it will till our death. So why we have to just ignore it, or think, keep it aside? Just be aware of the breath, and it does its magic. I'm telling you, it did magic to me, and it did magic to many people. Just
So is
yeah.
breath and energy different, or would they be same?
When we
Something
when
really?
we are with the breath, we get this energy, we get this prana.
So is it like a medium through which we can?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. It's a bridge. Yes. It's
Okay.
the bridge, and it's the medium. It's the vehicle with which we get this cosmic energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Lots of thinking. Thank you.
Thank you, Indyachi.
Thank you,
Yes,
Madhu. Thanks a lot for that.
thank you, Indraji. And yes, friends, one more thing, that today book reading session will be at 8 o'clock like yesterday, because today again we have a session here at our time 10 o'clock, which is 9. We will meet for the book reading session in about 50 minutes from now. We'll do a half an hour of book reading session, and then we will all again meet in the evening for a regular meditation. Yeah, so thank you so much, friends. If there is anybody else who wants to share anything, you can just go ahead and unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, Madhuji, I'll be missing
Hmm.
a book reading session. I'm very interested in this book, but I have to miss it because I'm also on the sort of inner transformation program which Pradeep is conducting.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry
no
to
problem.
miss your
No
session.
problem. Yes, no problem, Indraji. This book is very small, and we can read it. And
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
a must-read book.
yeah. That's right. I must get hold of the book and read it. I think. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Indraji. Yes, all right, friends. Then we will all see each other soon. Till then, namaste, bye bye, and have a lovely Sunday.
Bye. Thank you
Bye
so
bye,
much.
Charo. Bye.
Bye. Love you all. Bye
Love
bye.
you all. And happy
Thank
Teachers
you.
Day to
Thank you.
all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Happy
Yes,
Teachers' Day.
everyone.
happy
Yeah,
Teachers Day.
Bye.
yeah.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.